Ah, ah, ah. All right, mic's working. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Studium. I hope you all are having an absolutely um, lovely Sunday afternoon or morning or evening or whatever time it may be for you. Um, do, do, do. Oh my gosh, I forgot to fix my chat bubbles. All right, give me 1 second. Yes, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday. I hope you're McChillin', or whatever you guys like to do on a good old Sunday. Today, honestly, I just kind of felt like, today I just kind of honestly felt like chilling today. So so I decided, um, just switch from playing Blank Dream to Final Fantasy 14 instead, just because I'm feeling very much in like a I don't feel like doing anything sort of thing. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right, that's better. I don't like all those names. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do because I just wanna McChill and stuff, you know. So that is what we're gonna do today. But yeah, I hope you all are having a lovely Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. It's gonna be back at the good old grind. But you know what? We'll all get through it as we always do. But I'm honestly just counting down the days until Thanksgiving because I asked for time off and I'm visiting family and it'll be time off and being able to visit family I haven't seen in a while. So that's always fun, right? Right. Um so we're back on my main, which I don't think I've shown on here for a while again, but do you guys appreciate my drip? I actually got the street attire from a giveaway that I entered because I entered a giveaway and the street attire was like up and I was like, ooh, yes. So I hope you guys appreciate the drip. This is drippy. Okay. So let me see what we can do on here. Well, we can really just do dailies, honestly. Um, Not that I need to necessarily grind out shit for stuff, but oh, I also got the fat cat gear because I just couldn't. Like, it's so cute and comfy. Like, most comfortable pajamas ever. So cute. It is kind of disturbing. Days until Thanksgiving, 34. Negative 34. Oh, yeah, because Canada already celebrated Thanksgiving. Hey, Pinky, how's it going? I forgot. Canada already celebrated Thanksgiving. So you guys got your Thanksgiving over with, and ours is about to happen in like 2 weeks. I am doing well. I hope you're well. I hope stream's going well. I hope the Genshin's going well. I've noticed you've been streaming Genshin a lot, so I hope that it's going well for you. The only weird thing about the fat cat attire is that it like takes away your tail, which I'm like, okay, I guess my tail's just gone. Kind of disturbing, but okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we're gonna do level 90 anyway, so. Alright, let's do expert first. Straighted. I keep trying to play the splat fast. Oh, damn. That sucks. Really? So, like, if a one person disconnects, like, in the game, that just, like, resets the whole thing? That's interesting. I thought that instead of doing that, they would just try to find someone else and still keep the same people. It's kind of weird that if one person disconnects, then everyone has to, like, redo it all over again. That's kind of weird. I hope the Splatfest is gone. What is it? It's like grass, water, and fire this time around, right? Because, like, to reflect Pokemon. If I think. I have a bunch of people. I know a bunch of people who play Splatoon, so I like kind of keep up with it on Twitter. But um, so like somehow I always know when there's a Splatfest going on because everyone's just like, "Oh my God, there's a Splatfest going on," and I'm like, "Oh, I know what those are." I'll play Splatoon one day, eventually. It's on my list of things to try. It's just we haven't gotten there yet. Wait, fuck, there's a S rank. Where? Oh wait, it's a... Oh, never mind. I don't need that one. It's just a ARR one. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. There's something in my eye. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just need one. I don't need 5. What does it take to make one of these anyway? 1 Moko grass and 1 elm log. Oh, well that's not hard at all. See, no one's gonna be selling only one of these. Wait, I know where we can get Moko grass from. There's some in my free company's chest. But yeah, I'll try Splatfest. Like, there's so many games on my list that like I need to try, and I know that I need to try. I just sometimes forget, and I'm like, oops. We said we were gonna do that, and we didn't do that. Where's level 20? There we go. There's Moko grass. Oh, that's red Moko grass. Okay, well, sorry for getting the wrong one. Okay, well this one sells in a shop. Does it sell in this one? There we go. Okay. Now we can make this. Ta-da! First half of the match ends, but if it's the second half, you'll have to play with a handicap. Oh, I see. I thought it was like when they're making the matches, like if that makes sense, and someone disconnects. But, oh, okay, I see. Well, still, I guess, yeah, that is frustrating then. To play with a handicap if like someone disconnects. I mean, hopefully it's just their annoying Wi-Fi because I know how that can be. But like sometimes it's not. Sometimes people disconnect because they're like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna win, so I'm just gonna disconnect. And it's like, really, my dude, really? That's quitters talk. Booyah. Alright, there we go. But, okay, I can see. Yeah, that would be annoying. I mean, sometimes Wi-Fi can be shitty, but... 3-4 on the other team disconnected? Oh, they probably definitely could tell then that they weren't gonna win, so they just said fuck it, huh? That's probably was the issue. They knew they weren't gonna win. Okay, let me just fix my chat a bit. They knew they weren't gonna win, so they just kind of said fuck it. I feel bad for the one that stayed. See, that's the thing, yeah. It was a close game. Oh, that's weird then. Why would you not like play a close game to like the limit? Like if it was like, I mean, I still don't think it's nice to like just leave even if it isn't close, but still. Come on, guys. You gotta try your best. That's the whole point. I gotta deposit shit into here. Yeah, it's taking forever. I think I'm also gonna do some work on our free company ship at this point. Because I might as well. Okay, what's this? Spruce lumber. Shit, might as well make some spruce lumber right now then. How many do we need? We need 24. And how much does it take to make one? 3. 3 times 24. I can't do math. So let me look this up. 3 times 24 is 72. Oh, come on. Of course you finally pop when I'm just like, let me go do something different. And I'm going as dancer in my next duty because I don't feel like playing. Why did I choose bard for? I did not feel like going bard. Oh, also, if you're wondering why my title is Will I Ever Get a Freaking House, it's because the new housing lottery is up, and since there's a new world, there's new plots. And the last lottery, I ended up losing, even though it was only me and one other person. So it was like a 50-50 chance, and I was so mad. It was a 50-50 chance, and I still lost. I just want a house in this game, okay? Like, I'm never gonna get a house in real life. Like, duh. Stance. Stance. I'm just like, stance. Stance. But yeah, I'm like, I'm never gonna get a house in real life. So at least let me get a house in, you know, in fake life. Right? That's why we all like playing games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing and Story of Seasons, because we can actually have a house of our own, where a majority of us at this point in our lives is never going to experience home ownership. Like, I'm being completely honest, man. I'm probably never going to experience home ownership. And you know what? That's just something I got to live with. And it sucks because I would kind of like a home because I'm getting tired of renting an apartment, but like, it is what it is. Absolutely what it is. But yeah, feel free to tell me if like the game music is too loud, because I feel like my mic is like super duper loud, because I want to make sure that I can be heard. But if it's like too loud, if I'm too loud or if the game's too loud, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I just want a house. I just want a nice little house in this game to decorate and call my own. Oh wait, I gotta show you guys though. I turned my FC's house into a nice, cute like bakery. I gotta show you guys after this one. It's so cute. Get the home. Oh my gosh, nice. I mean, I don't want to. Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that because I don't want it to sound like I'm happy that that happens when your dad dies. Sorry. Okay, so let me rephrase that. That's a good deal? Okay. Yeah. That's still nice though to have like a fully paid off house. Sorry. I didn't want to phrase it to make it sound like, oh, your dad should like hurry up and pass or something, cuz that's like something awful to think. But like that's still like, you know, that's a nice thing to have, like, you know, after he passes, like you don't have to worry about housing or anything like that. Yeah, the fact you get a home is cool. Not him like passing. I just want to just want to clarify that. Not him passing, but the fact that you get a home is nice. And I think that's like the dream that a lot of people want for their kids, you know? Like they would be nice that they would like to leave a house behind for their children, you know, so that they leave it behind, it's fully paid off, and their children for sure has a home. Like, I feel like that's, like, kind of a part of the American dream, but, like, these days it's so hard. Like, the house that, like, my grandma's in right now, because, my dad lives with my grandma still, I mean, I don't want the house. My grandma would like to leave the house to me and my sister, but I'm like, I really don't want this house. It's an old ass house, and it's just very old, and it's just not my cup of tea. Mostly because if it was up to me, I'd want to gut out so much stuff to like renovate it. There's like so much stuff to deal with. It has sealed asbestos, which again, it isn't a problem because it's sealed, but like I don't want a house with asbestos, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, to Grandma, I understand the sentiment. I don't even think it's fully paid off anyway, but like I'm like, Grandma, I understand the sentiment, but I really do not want this house. There's so many liabilities with it, so I'm just like, and wait, maybe I could get like a condominium, like those like condos that you see. Those seem pretty nice. Like I could like rock it in a condominium or whatever. Like, I would be happy with that. Because in reality, I don't really need that much space as a person. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't really want, like, a big house. You know? I just want a place where I can, like, set up. You know, maybe have a place where I can display all my merchandise, you know? And that's pretty much it. I'll be a happy camper. But, like, I don't need, like, a big house like some people need. Like, that's the thing about my grandma's house. It's very big. And it was fine when there was a lot of people in it, but there's not so much people in it anymore because I, you know, moved out and stuff. So, I just don't like big houses. If you have a big family, it makes sense. But, like, if you don't, then, you know, it's just kind of like, I want to downsize. Which I can see why some people, as they get older, they do end up downsizing because they're just like, damn, we bought this big ass house, but like, we don't need it anymore because all our kids are grown and out the house. So, yeah, at least for me, I'm like, I don't need that much space. And then someone's like, well, what, you know, when you get your partner and you move in? And I'm like, I guess. But as someone who doesn't want kids, I'm just like, well, I'll just need enough space for me and my partner, you know? So that's still just another person. And so I'm like, okay, that's still like, you don't need a big house. I mean, I guess if you get animals. If you get animals, I guess you could need one. But even so, animals don't take up that much room. Because if you really want your animals to, like, stretch their legs, you just need to, like, take them outside at that point anyway. Right? Like, when you go take your dog on walks, you take your dog outside to walk. You just don't walk around the house, so. Or just take your dog to the park, you know? Or your animal. I mean, you can take cats out, you know. It might be a little bit weird at first, but they'll learn. Right? So, like, that's all you really need to do, and then boom, bada bing. So, yeah, I don't really want a big old house. Honestly. Plus, if you have a bigger house, some more problems could come up. Extra picky. The condo board is sketchy. You end up part of a money laundering scheme. Oh, dear. You know, knowing my bad luck, I'll end up a part of a money laundering scheme without even doing anything. Seems like so many things nowadays are money laundering schemes when you look into them because you're just like, is anyone really buying these? No? Okay. But I will keep that in mind. Thank you for the advice. But yeah, I just don't want a big old like thing to take care of and have to put so much money into it, you know? Like for me, I know they say, well, a house is an investment, and I'm like, I guess, but really for me, I just want a place to live, man. I don't care about all those investments and anything, man. I just want to live. Because I'm going to be honest, if I buy a house, the likelihood of me moving out is like very low at that point, unless it's like a relocation for like a job or something, maybe, or like an opportunity, if that makes sense. But like the thing of me just up and leaving because, oh, I want a different house because investment reasons, like, man. I just settled here. And I'm also saying this because as someone who has had to move so many damn times in her life, and I'm still am, right? I am so tired of the packing and the moving and the unpacking and the packing and the moving. It gets tiring, man. I have moved so many times in my life. I'm sick of it. I would love to just settle down and stay in one place early on. And it's so true, man. I'm so tired of moving. It's so annoying. It's no fun. I'm so tired of moving. So like, oh, when I get the chance to like settle down, I'm definitely going to take it because no way. Alright. Oh wait, we came that way, never mind. Yeah, I just want to settle down. Okay, where are we going? Trying, basically defending, striking. Because, like, I realize a lot of the times when people make these decisions about getting a big house, right, it's because they're going to have kids, right? And obviously, if you have kids, you need some space. Like, I'm saying this as someone who has lived in apartments, like, as a kid. Obviously, it wasn't awful or anything like that. But to be fair, by the time we moved into the apartments or whatever, I was not a toddler. I was, like, in elementary school. But I feel like for a lot of, like, you know, first-time parents, I could understand them wanting a house because if they plan to grow and have a family, then it's like definitely easier to do it with lots of space. But I ain't popping out any kids out of here, man. No way, Jose. Ain't nothing getting popped out of here. For the love of cats, do not have a kid in an apartment or a condo. Yeah, I mean, I understand why some people do it because of money reasons, but, like, I also feel bad because it's just like, oh, so much cramped space. And also, as someone who's lived in an apartment for years now with other people who have had kids, I'm sorry. But I will absolutely be pissed if I am woken up in the middle of the night with your baby crying. I understand babies cry. They sure do. But, like, I'm trying to get some sleep, man. Kidding, they knock stuff off my walls and somehow managed to turn my lights back on. Oh gosh, that's no fun. See, that's the thing, man. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Like, it's, I mean, it's not like I'm like one of those weird people who are mean to kids. Like, I am very much not. I've worked with kids before. They're fun, you know, because at the end of the day, they go home to their parents. So my ass really don't gotta worry about them. But like, we can't. I can't. Bro, I get someone stomping, and that's the thing about kids, is that when they run or walk, they just stomp. They don't really have an idea of walking quietly. So they will naturally stomp on your floors, and you having to hear that blow is just no fun. It's just no fun. I feel like I have a kid above me right now, because my upstairs neighbor always stomps. And it's not even during the day, right? Because during the day, I could care less. It's at night when I'm trying to sleep. Like, late at night, too. Not like 9 p.m. It's like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing that late that you need to be stomping all over the dig damn place like a fucking giraffe? Like, I am so close to, like, going upstairs and complaining. Because it's been going on, like, ever since they moved in this past summer. And I'm like, what is going on here? Because I know the apartment above me, because I'm in a studio. So I know the person above me is also in a studio because, you know, everyone's in the same, like, each floor has the same exact floor plan. So I know the person above me is in a studio. So they're alone. There's no one else with them. It's just them. And I'm like, how can you make so much noise for one person? I don't get it. Like, I really want. I'm this close to going up there and complaining. I'm so serious. Like, one of these days, I swear, I'm gonna have to take like my phone and just like record because it's grinding my gears. I used to be annoyed at my last apartment I was in because I used to hear the bed creaking like crazy because I guess the people above me love to get it on, and I was just like, well. But you know what? This is even worse. I would rather have a bed creaking above me than to have stomps. I'm so serious. I'm just like, are you serious, my brother? Are you serious? Are you serious? Why are you doing me like this? Honestly, I know that I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for too long because of the fact that during this entire dungeon, I have just been talking about nonsensical shit. I haven't even been paying attention to this dungeon. I'm just on autopilot right now. I shit you not, y'all. I am on autopilot.
Protect me, my
See, because I thought I was going to go on a break from the game this past November because I'm thinking, oh, the new thing's gonna come out like, you know, the new patch is gonna come out, you know, in like December. It's confirmed it's gonna come out in January, which now makes me like, damn, I really should have canceled my sub like at least for just that month or whatever. So now I'm like, should I cancel my sub in December? But like the thing is that I want to keep trying for a house, and for me to do that, I have to be, you know, actively subbed. So I'm just like, damn. Your apartment sounds so peaceful. Oh, no, it's not peaceful at all. When I come for a nap. If you can sleep, it depends. Because I know you say you might have to deal with children. Can you handle college students? Because the building I live in is, student housing. It's not student housing, but it's for college students. Okay. In that case, then yeah, sure you can. I can guarantee you'll be able to take a nice Sunday nap because everyone around here is either doing their homework or they're hungover on Sundays. So I can reassure you that you will get quiet Sundays if that's something that you don't experience. Because everyone around here is either hungover or they're doing homework on Sundays. Ew. We have animals here. People are allowed to have animals here, but damn. Wait, it's a no pet building? I'm surprised that they haven't gotten in trouble yet. Our building, you can have pets. You know, I think there's just a weight. Wait a minute. I don't even think there's a weight limit because I've seen some big ass dogs I've passed by before. So I don't even think there's a weight limit. But I guess, I don't want to say this apartment's kind of bougie, but it is a nicer type of building. So, like, if you ain't doing anything you're supposed to do, they'd be like, fine. See, the thing is that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, they'll just fine your ass, right? So, like, they won't necessarily enforce it, right? They'll just keep fining you until you stop, right? Because money talks. So, they'll just keep fining you until you stop doing it, which I'm like, yeah, okay. Alright, let me extract this material. Oh, damn, that sucks. I will admit, like, there are pets on my floor, but here's the thing, right? The pets aren't the loud ones. It's the people. I'm so serious. The pets in here are not that loud. Unless maybe you're in the actual apartment. Because, like, you know, some people share apartment units in here. Because, you know, there are 4-bedroom. You know, there are, like, 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom, like, units in here. So, you know, some people share. But, like, one thing I have to admit is that I don't hear any annoying-ass animals. No, I hear annoying-ass people. That's who I hear. I hear annoying-ass people. No animals. Though I have seen many cute animals around here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Especially the cats. Oh, cats are so cute. I would love to get a cat right now, but I just can't afford one. but oh my gosh, I've seen so many cute cats here. Oh, they're so cute. Um, and dogs too. I will say though, I kind of feel bad though because like I never realized how much dogs like have that smell. Because like there's a unit on my floor that has a dog, and the dog's not loud or anything, but like it has dogs have such that dog smell that like I go past the door of the unit because you know you have to go through the hallway, you know, when I'm taking out garbage, and I can just smell the dog from the door. And I'm just like, Jesus, I wonder how that apartment smells because I can smell the dog from outside of here. And like I know that's like with all pets, which just makes me really wonder in the future. I'm like, damn, I gotta have to make sure I'm gonna put out air fresheners or something because I do not want my entire place smelling like animals. Don't get me wrong, I love the little things. They're so, you know, they're so cute. They're so adorable. But I'm like, ain't no way this whole place is gonna be smelling like dog. Oh, where's Dancer? I need to take out some logs. But yeah. Alright, so let me take out these logs. I need 72 of them. Do we have any oak logs in here? We don't. We need to get some oak logs up in here. Let me see. Oak log. Oh, I forgot. But yeah, your girl just one day wants to live in a nice apartment. I'm dreaming of a nice apartment, just where they used to go. Well, I guess a bigger apartment, because I live in one technically now. But I want to live in like a bigger one and a cheaper one. Oh, hey, Trippy. How you doing? Thank you for the pasta check. Damn! I want to carve up some shit. Thank you for the pasta check. I hope you're doing nice. Which is honestly good, because I'm having bad pasta right now. Okay, 1 second. Let me stretch while I'm at it. Okay. Stand tall. Hey yo, we're just playing some Final Fantasy 14. We're honestly just doing random shit. I'm honestly I was complaining about not having a house in this game, and then that led me to complain about oh no, you busted your arm. Damn, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. I'm glad that you're recovering. Gosh, that sucks. Oof. Like, you broke your arm? Or like you sprained your arm? Or like you skidded your arm? Skid. Damn, that sucks. I hope you feel. Radial head fracture. Ooh, fracture. That's not fun. Well, I'm glad you're recovering, because that is definitely not fun. Stand tall. Gosh, that sucks balls. Sorry. I have never broken a bone in my body, fun fact. But that sucks. Oh gosh, it's not. Oh man. Oh, your right hand. Ooh, that's definitely sucks. Gosh. I do remember though. I've had broken toes. Oof. Oh yeah. My mom broke her toe once because she like stubbed it on something, and I was like, damn. I've never broken any bones, but I have had a burn on my arm that was like bad enough that I had to go to the hospital and get it like dressed and stuff, and like I had to put cream on it and everything. I have the scar from it. It was awful. Cause my first year of university, I worked at a food place, and I wasn't paying attention one day because one of the, and to be honest, now that I'm looking back on it, this is something that they honestly should have fixed because I'm not surprised that this happened. But I was dropping stuff into the fryer, right? And one of the items that you had to put in there, you had to drop it in by your hand because if you just put it in the basket and then put the basket in, it would stick. So I wasn't paying attention one night because I was tired and it was late and I accidentally dropped it in, and so the oil plopped into my arm and I was like, fuck, and it's like crazy because I still continued working through it and I thought, oh, it's no big deal, I'll just wrap it up or whatever. I put some cold water on it, right? And then the next morning I woke up and like, you know how like with the, when you have like a big burn, it like makes that like huge like thingy. Like it makes the, I don't know what you call it, like the sac of I don't know, what is it? Is it amniotic? Wait, no, amniotic fluid is in the womb. I don't know. It's that fluid sac you get when you have a big burn. So like that formed, and I went to the hospital. They were like, "Ooh, yeah." So yeah, I told my boss, and blister. I guess so. I don't know if it's technically a blister because it's from a burn, but yeah. But yeah, that happened, and like obviously they paid for my shit because I got burned on the job, so I didn't have to pay for it, thankfully. But it was so funny because like I sent a picture to like my sister, and I was like, "Look, I burned my arm." So she tells my like parents, and my mom's freaking out because my mom's just like, "Oh my gosh, what happened? You burned your arm? Like that's awful." And I'm just like, I'm fine. Like it's just my arm. I mean, it healed. All I have now is a scar to remember it by. But yeah. It was like crazy though, because it was like all, because I had to wrap my entire arm, and it was my right arm too, so it was very annoying. But yeah, besides that, I've never broken any bones. I've never broken any bones or had any fractures or anything. But yeah, I hope you recover soon though. That's no fun. Well, sad thing is though, is now you can never be an astronaut though. Is that still a thing? You can't be an astronaut if you've broken a bone? Or is that like an outdated thing? I just remember that being a thing or whatever, because like when you get into space, like your bones, something happens, I don't know. I don't remember if that was a thing. Stand tall. But yeah, last night, if my voice sounds like a little bit fried today, it's because I did karaoke stream last night, and singing for an hour straight, I guess, does that. Because I didn't always choose the easiest songs on my voice, so yeah, singing will do that to you. So if my voice sounds kind of bleh, that's the reason why. Gummy bears. But I do plan to rebroadcast the I do plan on rebroadcasting the karaoke stream. Because I didn't save the VOD because I knew that I was gonna get copyright striked anyway, so. But do not worry, I have saved and exported the VOD onto my handy dandy computer, and I will be rebroadcasting it at a later date as a rerun for all of you who missed it, so you can witness my awful singing in all its glory. But it was fun, so I'm definitely gonna do more karaoke streams in the future. But not all the time because, oof, my poor voice. But yeah, it was fun. It was kind of hard sometimes finding instrumentals for certain songs just because of, DMC, just because of how crazy copyrights gotten for music. So that was always fun. But but yeah, so do not worry. I will be rebroadcasted at a later date. Might be rebroadcasted during the week, because, I don't really stream during the week anyway, so. Gotta beat up this fucked up carbuncle. Oh, come on. In the meantime, I gotta figure out what to do. Oh, yeah. Does your job, because, okay, so this is gonna get, all technical for a second, but because I've had experience recently with it because I had to get ADA accommodations through work, and so I learned about this thing called FMLA, right? Where if you have, where it also works for, I guess, bereavement or jury time, but, your job should, they're kind of you're they're kind of legally obligated to give you time off. Whether that time is unpaid or not is up to the job, but you should be able to get time off for an injury, I guess. Or sometimes they let you use PTO instead, which kind of sucks because you're just like, no, my PTO that I was gonna save for something. But you should be able to get time off of work. I mean, I don't know how you'd be expected to work with a broken arm. Alright, alliance raids, let's go. Okay, okay, now I should be able to make some logs. Okay. Do do do. One, two, three, four. But yeah, I just found out about what FMLA was because my job's weird because in order to get ADA things, you still have to go through this website to approve it, even though they said that that's handled directly by HR. What the? Why did my controller stop working? Oh. Alright, here we go. That was weird. My controller stopped working for a second. I was just like, oh, work! But yeah, you should be able to. I'm looking to get accommodations to work remote. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they should be nice enough to give you to you completely off because you got a fucking broken arm, but I understand. If not, you should be I don't know, I mean, you can't really drive, can you? With a broken arm. You need two arms to drive. I know people be out here being like, I drive with one arm. And I'm like, okay, but imagine not having your dominant arm to drive with, though. Then your ass would be like, yeah, no. I mean, ain't no way, boy. This just ain't no way. So hopefully they can give you accommodations to work remote, because I'm like, you got a broken arm. You gotta nurse that. But yeah, getting ADA accommodations at least was took 3 weeks for me to get them. Because it's okay, they're here, fill out this form and submit it back to us. And I did that, right? And then I had to have my doctor like fill it out and fax it to them. And then I had to do another form I had to fax to my doctor and fill it back out to them because for some odd reason the form they got for my company wasn't enough for this like second party to like approve. And I was like, oh my gosh. So finally it got approved, which is nice. It's especially nice to have right now because I'm working to come off of medication, and as I'm working to come off of medication, it's given me side effects again, so it's nice to have that time to rely on. Of course, it drains my PTO though, so I don't use it too much. I just use it if I really, really am incapacitated and I just can't come in. Cause like I work from home for the most part, so like I'm fine. But like sometimes it's like in the middle of work, I'm just like shit. I can't keep going on, or else I'm like gonna pass out. I love being disabled. Technically, it's still a label that I'm like working out having because ever since I got like diagnosed with like diabetes and ADHD, because I've had anxiety and depression for some time, but like it's I'm still getting used to like working with the disabled label because like I don't know. Like I guess it's my own fault that I always thought of like disabilities as like something physical, right? So like unable to walk, prosthetics, something like that. Um Being like deaf or blind. So cause like I remember I never used to consider it, and then I looked up something. And I was like, yeah, having diabetes is considered a disability, and I was like, huh? I'm Miss Disabled. Hi, Miss Disabled. I'm Dad. Um, but yeah, it's still a label that like I still technically don't use it as much, but like I realized that I had to use it at work. I realized that like I need to like I didn't realize that I need to come to terms with it until it was like affected my work, and I was like, yeah, I need ADA because like I remember I was talking with my manager because I had gotten too many absences accumulated, and so like too many call offs, and so they were talking to me about that, and she was like, well, if you need any accommodations, you can talk to HR about it, like ADA accommodations, and I'm like, oh, well, I mean. I guess I could. I just kind of just never occurred to me that I'm like, oh wait, I do have a disability now. Yeah, it's still something I'm getting used to, I guess, because I guess my life has changed, but I'm always like it hasn't changed that much, kind of, sort of, ish, but just like how there are different layers and nuances to everything, there's different layers and nuances to disability too. So just because I can still do a lot of stuff doesn't mean I'm necessarily not disabled. Uh, oh my gosh. Sleepy sheepy. It's always one person to hold up the group, so got disconnected. Not disconnected. Someone decided to not join. Come on, let me get over this. I love having adult money. Someone labeled their meds with Pokemon stickers. That's cute. I never realized I could technically label my meds with stickers if I wanted to. Hmm. Uh, that's a temptation. Thank God it's not Crystal Tower. Thank God. I was really about to be pissed off if it was Crystal Tower. I ain't joking. Oh shit, 2 lines. Oh yeah, that's that good shit. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, who am I gonna partner as? Guess I'll partner. But yeah. So yeah, still something I'm getting used to. But yeah, I'm disabled, and that's okay. Dun 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 dun. Though I am proud to know that my diabetes is more under control than like what it was before, so I'm happy about that. So that's the only problem though, is that as I'm coming off the medicine, I'm having like side effects and stuff that. So it's like as I'm coming off of the medicine I was on, you know, I had side effects getting onto it. Being disabled certainly a thing. Yeah. I had side effects coming onto it, and I'm having those same side effects as I'm getting off of it. So I'm like, oh, this is fun. Side effects are usually just a lot of nausea, not wanting to eat. Unfortunately, some throwing up because of the nausea, so that makes it annoying. Oh no! It is Canada. Well, that's not fun. Oh no. I'm sorry. The universe is just like, we have to do a nerf. It's like, okay, well, this chronic illness isn't so much of a nerf, but the location of the chronic illness that has to now do with well with the code in Canada. That's no fun. It started like snowing heavily here, like where I'm at, which is crazy because it was like 70 degrees last week, like Fahrenheit. Like it was warm, like summer weather last week, and now it's like snowing, and I'm like, I gotta love this state. But yeah, it is enough. My muscles and like it's deteriorating. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely wouldn't do well in the cold. Oof. That's no fun. Especially in Canada. Yeah, oh yeah, that definitely wouldn't do well in the cold. Oh my goodness. I am sorry. Oof. Wow. Yeah. Well, at least in, I don't know. Cold is cold. Well, at least winter's only one season. Even if it is a very bitter season, especially in Canada. But at least it's only one season? At least it's not like cold all year round like, Alaska? Alaska? Is it cold all year round in Alaska now that I think about it? I mean, they are all the way up in the north, but like, I don't think it's cold all year round. It's cold for most of the year. In Canada. Oh yeah, especially if you live in like north, isn't it? Especially if you're in the northern part. Yeah. Okay, I take that back then. That does suck. See, where I live, we do luckily experience all the seasons, but where I live, especially, winter is brutal because I live by a lake, by one of the Great Lakes, and so we get like whenever it snows here, we end up getting extra snow than usual because of the lake effect or whatever. So, I'm like, oh yeah, like everyone's talking about, oh, we just got our first snow. No, we got our first snow like the weekend before fucking Halloween. Like that's when we got our first snow. And like last year I remember like the day after Halloween, like we had gotten our first snow. So like yeah, it absolutely is cold around here. Which the only reason why I like the cold is that it gives me an excuse to not have to go outside, which is kind of bad, but because my parents are always like, why don't you go take a walk outside? And I'm like, I do, but I can't do it right now because it's cold. But like, yeah. I mean, I don't mind cold weather because I like to be in a blanket inside. I just don't like to be outside in the cold weather. Right, which I don't have to deal with as much because I work from home and I also and even if I didn't, I work inside. Ugh, cause I hate the cold, man. I remember when I used to work security and I have to walk outside for shit. It was awful, especially when they'd be like, "We all have to do salting," and I'm like, "Why the hell do we have to salt the sidewalks?" And they're like, "Because they only salt the sidewalks in the morning, so we have to go salt them overnight so that nobody's slipping somewhere." And I'm like, "It is cold, and I ain't getting paid enough for this." Cause like we didn't have like a nice little, you know, one of those like salters that you like wheel around or whatever. No, we had a bucket and a scoop, and we had to fill our bucket up with salt and go like, you know, sprinkle it. So just to stay in for the winter. Okay, yeah, that's very true. But my parents always just like, you need to get out more, and I'm like, I know. Parents are always like, you need to get out more, and I'm just like, you're right. Okay, but the actual needing to get out more did come to bite my butt, because last year when I found out I had diabetes, I also found out at that time that I had severe vitamin D deficiency. And I was like, oh, how severe is it, doc? And she's like, okay, so the normal number is, I think it was like the normal number that she gave me was 12. I don't know the number. But I know that, like, in comparison, she's like, the normal number you're supposed to be at is 12, and you're at a 2. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. If I bus pass nearly impossible, I'd walk to go to the mall often. Man, don't get me started on public transportation up here. You'll have me on a soapbox. Nobody wants to hear my soapbox about how bad public transportation in the U.S. is. But yeah, so my vitamin D levels used to be absolutely awful. And so my doctor had to also prescribe me vitamin D to take, because she's like, your vitamin D is like extremely low. She's like, this is the lowest I've ever seen. And I'm like, damn. And you're probably like, you didn't notice your vitamin D was down? And I'm like, okay, so like mostly vitamin D contributes to like depression and stuff, and I have depression, right? I've been diagnosed with that. So I just thought it was my normal depression. It didn't occur to me that some of that depression might have also been from, you know, not having vitamin D. To me, it was just like, oh, that's just my normal depression. It's just my normal depression. It's fine. No, you dumbass. That was the vitamin D as well. And I was like, oh. Oh. Well, shoot. How was I supposed to know? Okay, let me wait till they activate the teleportation crystals so that I don't have to walk a lot. But yeah, I mean, the bus system where I live is like okay, I guess, but like obviously it could be better. Like I said, ever since I went to Japan, like, I mean, and I know Japan's like the platinum standard for like public transportation, but still, man, like, damn. That's why I want to go back so bad, because I'm like, I need that public transportation again. I need a taste of it one more time, please. It's just so good, man. Ugh. And you know one thing I haven't done this game forever? Crystalline Conflict. I haven't done that one in forever. Ooh.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel.
I haven't done Crystalline Conflict in forever, but yeah, man. Oh, that reminds me though. Gosh, I should have like said this like a while ago, because I did this back in October. But I've decided that for next year, I applied to the JET program. It's like an exchange I guess an exchange program, but it's basically like a thing in Japan where it's like a government program through Japan where like you can get placed in Japan to either um, to be a teaching assistant for English, or I think they also have other things, but it's mostly for teaching English. So I decided to apply.
Corruption and must needs be cleansed.
Nah, they really are, man. I'm like, this is so good. I love transit in Japan so much. Um, but yeah, so I'm trying to go back to Japan so that I can finally use my degree. I got this nice degree in teaching English, and I can't even use it.
7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lie death, and death alone.
Can't even use it because I'm stuck here. So, hopefully I get in, but I'm not going to know the results until February, so I have to just patiently wait. Oh shit, I was standing by the tank. English in Japan. Oh really? That's cool. I know there are a lot of English teaching companies. One place that I was also looking at was Aeon. That's another company that's like a big one. I decided to go through the JET program simply because I guess maybe because it's through the government, they like pay for like your flight ticket there and everything, which is like really nice for me. So that's the main reason why I went for it, because it seemed to provide me with more financial help. But yeah, there are quite a few companies out there that do that placement and such.
The dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Where's the sword? Okay, here we go. And I died. Darn, I had my sword too! And I died. Don't worry, I'll get revived. Eventually.
O divine light, send us from our sins! Gaze deep into the light!
Gaze deep into that light.
Well aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
I'm like trying to think, but yeah. I would like to go back to Japan since that's always been my goal ever since I graduated. It's just, you know, the pandemic had to put things on hold. So, you know, hopefully we can get everything back on schedule, if you know what I mean. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry if I keep yawning. I know that yawns are contagious, so if I make anybody else like yawn and sleepy, I apologize. Oops, I got stuck in the halidome.
Foretold, yet at the end of the broken path lie death, and death alone!
Y'all gonna help, or you just gonna... Alright, there we go. Been yawning since before stream. Okay, good. We can just yawn together then. You're probably like, girl, what time did you wake up? I woke up at 12. That's the embarrassing thing. I woke up at 12. But my sleep schedule has been like absolutely crazy. Because the new medication that I'm on for my ADHD, it makes me sleepy. Like, that's the side effect. So, like, it's like a side effect. I'm just very sleepy sheepy. Uh. What? Ah. Ah. I'm always sleepy. Those neighbors still like letting me sleep. That's so mood. I'm literally always sleepy too. Like, it's like, when am I not sleepy? Oh, I know when I'm not sleepy at night. I'm not sleepy at night. Um, so there's that. So if you need me to do something for you, just ask me at nighttime, because it'll be 12 a.m. and I'll still be awake, of course. And I'm like, this isn't good. I need to fix my sleep schedule. But I'm just such a sleepy sheepy. Oh my gosh. But yeah. I'm also like kicking myself because I've been like, because like my ADHD has been making me so sleepy. Not my ADHD. My ADHD meds have been making me so sleepy. So I'll end up sleeping there in the day and then I'll be awake at night. And I'm like, this is crazy. I need to like not be sleepy. Because then like after work, instead of wanting to do stuff like working on VTube and like during the week, which is what I said I was going to do, I've been like napping instead. And I'm like, no. This is completely anti to what I had plans for. So, yeah. So if you're wondering when you gonna start YouTube again, I don't know at this point because I'm so tired. It's like I'm so sleepy at the wrong times. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be sleepy. Wow.
Your coming was foretold, servant of Iblis. Or perhaps you serve another. I am Count Sidonius Orlando. Your journey ends here.
But I think it's also because it's like I've been so sleepy that like I'm having trouble coming up to like what I want to post on YouTube. And I actually need to start like planning out my first YouTube stream. I've never streamed on YouTube before, so I'm excited to see how it'll go, I guess.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder. 7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the
This book in the last lies death and death alone.
Open your eyes to the darkness and
Drown in its loveless embrace. The gods will not be watching. These are some hardcore lines, man. Hardcore lines.
Fortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more.
But like, I've been like debating, like, okay, this sounds absolutely crazy, right? Because a year ago, I told myself that I would never like do ASMR, right? But part of me like kind of wants to try it out, you know? because I realized what ASMR I don't like listening to, right? It wasn't so much that I didn't like listening to ASMR. It was just like there was just some ASMR that I didn't like. And that ASMR is the one where like I don't know how to describe it. But it's basically the one where people will like try to like whisper, I guess. Um Instead of simply just using like an ASMR mic or whatever where it sounds like, oh shit, I just died. Where it sounds like the person's in your ear. I don't mind that, right? If it sounds like the person's right next to me. I don't like the one though where they're like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't like eaten ones for sure. I think eaten ones are awful. I'm sorry. I can't listen to chewing ones either. I think they sound really weird. But I realized that I like ASMR where it's kind of just someone talking and they're just using like a special ASMR mic or sound effects to make it sound like they're right there. So that's what I realized that I like. So I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I think. It could be fun. I don't know. I'm scared. There's a lot of things I want to try. And like, okay, so this is sounds weird, but like, okay, so this is going to be me, not necessarily going off topic because it is about streaming stuff. But I think I want to try more variety of stuff, especially after watching other people, I guess. So basically what happened is that over the summer when I really wasn't streaming and I was like kind of on a hiatus or whatever, right? I was watching a variety of people, right? I had way more time to watch people because I wasn't streaming myself. And I do call myself a variety streamer and I do mostly game. Like that's like mostly my content, but I kind of realized, like, as I was going through it, that there's other stuff that I've always wanted to try, but I've always been afraid of trying because I would see people comment about that type of content and they would call it cringy, right? They said that, oh, that type of content's cringy. Like, I just hate it when VTubers or streamers do that. I honestly just saw a lot of VTuber hate regardless, and it was on my other account that I had like way before I became a VTuber, right? I mean, this is my like personal account that I like, you know, I had on Twitter for like all the fandoms and stuff I was into. And I was seeing all of this from like my friends and mutuals, and it did worry me a little bit, right? Because I was just like, oh man, is this true? Like, people find this cringy? If that's the case, then I don't want to do that. Because I don't want to be cringy. Oh, thanks for the stretch and hydrate, Trippy. Oh, my voice is like kind of parched. Okay, one second. As I'm ooh, I needed that stretch. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, I was just realizing that like, damn, there's like a lot of stuff that I want to try, but I didn't want to try it, or I was afraid of trying because I didn't want to do it and then like have people call me like cringy or whatever. But I kind of had like an epiphany the other day, I guess. And it basically was how do I describe it? Basically, what I realized was that the people who would call in that stuff cringy and stuff, they weren't like watching me in the first place, you know? Like, I went on my personal account and told people that I had become a VTuber and I linked my account and stuff like that, and I did get some follows, but I didn't really mostly. And so it occurred to me that the people who I was worried about calling my stuff cringe or whatever are not watching me, even if I'm not doing that so-called cringy stuff. One, I think the cringy stuff is a matter of opinion, and I thought it was stupid. But like, I had to come to the realization that even if you don't do the cringy stuff anyway, the people who are calling it cringy, they're not watching you anyway, even while you're not doing that stuff, right? So it's kind of like you just need to really forget about them and try to forget about that opinion and just do stuff that you want to do because you want to try it out. You know, if I try it out and I like it, then it's something I can continue to do. If I try it out and I don't like it, then, you know, don't do it, but at least I can say, hey, I tried it, right? Especially, you know, watching other streamers and getting advice from them, which they said that they tried something that was maybe out of their comfort zone and they ended up liking it a lot. And I think that's what I want to try to do, especially content-wise, because I might find something that I actually like a lot, right? And if that's the case, I want to, like, kind of just go for it, I guess. Like, ASMR was the one that I always had wanted to try, but I was always afraid of trying it because of all the people saying that, like, it was cringy and stuff, and I was, like, really scared because I was like, oh, I don't want to try it and then have a bunch of people call me cringy. But then I realized that cringe culture, one, is dead anyway, and two, again, these people weren't watching me in the first place, so it's not like me not doing it is going to get them to watch me, if that makes sense. Okay, there's a very long soapbox, but like TLDR, I am going to try to do what I want to do and what makes me happy and what I want to try on my channel. Because I think it'll be much better if I try to do things that I want to do rather than doing things that I think people will like, because if I'm not really enjoying it, then there's no point, you know? So that was a very long ramble, but... Oh, okay. That was a very long ramble, but, yeah. TLDR, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and, yeah. So, yeah, maybe I'll try more ASMR in the future. I'll try out first, but first I gotta figure out how, like, ASMR works, because I've seen people say that, like, you need a special mic for it. And I'm just like, is that true? Or is it like sound effects? Or like...
You shall rue the day.
But like, yeah. So I'll have to look into it. You don't need it, but it definitely tells the difference. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I want to produce like I want to, because obviously ASMR is not the same as like normal audio recording, right? So like I want to be able for people to tell the difference between an ASMR thing or like a video thing or whatever, right? Like that's what my main thing is I'm concerned about. But yeah, I've seen some things that says that like you can get away with it if you use like an audio condenser thing, which I don't know what that is. I mean, I have been saving up for a new mic, so it might just be something where I need to buy like an audio condenser for it too, and then I could like just work off of that. Oh shit! I just got hit. Good thing I didn't die. But yeah, that's what I want to work off of.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night,
yeah, because it's like, I don't know. I saw so many things the other day about like, not the other day, but like through these months, right, as I've gotten into watching other people more, which is good, by the way, as a streamer. Mostly I like to watch other people, one, for my entertainment, of course, because even before I got into VTube, and I've always liked watching streamers, and two, it also... if you're going through like a creative block, it can help give you ideas, right? Obviously don't plagiarize, right? But it can help give you ideas, you know, on what to do or what to try. And so really, I've just been watching a lot of streamers do like ASMR streams or videos or whatever. And so I guess that's like kind of what inspired me to like want to at least give it a try, right? If I don't like it, I don't like it, right? But like I at least want to give it a try. I don't have anything to lose. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I definitely need to get a better mic. I'm working on it. I could have gotten one this past week, but I died. The way with my paychecks work is that I end up being broke in between them because I don't have a lot of wiggle room, so I've already spent my fun things for this paycheck, so I have to wait till next paycheck to spend on fun things. Of course, I have added a lot of stuff to my throne in case there's a good Samaritan out there, um, but no, I'm saving up for it too, so there's that. Oh shit. Oh, damn, I got hit. That's the only part I hate about this boss is good old all the mechanics combined and we're gonna cause hell. But yeah.
Bear your steel.
But yeah. 'Cause like I didn't know whether or not to put on throne or not, but yeah. So I am saving up for a mic. A nice one.
Simmer as the light of life before rising to the heavens in a cleansing conflagration of divine benevolence. Your sins, your souls are undone. You will not intervene.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what I want to try. I want to try ASMR. Yeah. I'm gonna be in your walls. No, I'm joking. But I definitely want to give it a try. Alright. But yeah. But yeah, and like if anyone else is also out there listening who's like a content creator or a creative of some sort, whether you do art, whether you stream, whether you do music, whether you do anything else, whether you do like anything else, like if there's something you want to try to experiment with and you're so afraid that people are gonna say that's cringe or that's dumb, don't listen to them. Go do it. I'm telling you that right now. Go do it. Go try it. If you try it and you realize you don't like it, you don't gotta do it again. But like you might discover something that you actually really like. Right? So like go do it. I'm telling you, go do it. This is your sign to go give it a try.
From ink of blackest night, I summon you. Kneel before me.
Alright. I've never actually seen a wipe on this fight. Oh, there's been wipes on this fight. Sorry, I was like looking in party chat and someone said, I've never seen a wipe on this fight before. There's been wipes.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath. Kneel before me.
Ow. I got blasted again. So anyway, I was blasting. Pew, pew.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon. Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
I need to come up with a good Christmas glam now that I think about it. Ooh, gosh, I'm having bad posture again. I'm very sorry. I'm doing the bad gaming posture where you're like sitting up close. Who the fuck connected this to me? Don't don't do that. Don't like sit up close to TV. Relax. Relax your back. Force yourself to relax. Don't shrimp. Don't be a shrimp.
Bend to my will.
Dun, dun, dun.
Kneel before me.
Oh shit, we went the wrong way. I love how everyone realizes you like went the wrong way and you're just like, fuck go frickle fact. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, there we go. But yeah. That's what I would like to do. And I know I keep saying all my plans and they seem like they don't get done. They are getting done, they're just a work in progress. They're forever a work in progress. Shit. If you all ain't gonna use the LB, I will.
Kneel before me. I see it now in you.
Alright, there we go.
From ink of blackest night, I
Shit, I am not afraid to use an LB, man. Especially if I'm a DPS. Shit, if you ain't gonna use the LB, I will use the LB. I will LB all over that shit. Do I have all the music from here? No, I actually don't. The music from this raid's actually nice, so. Come on, people, roll. No, I didn't get it. Oh, well. Let me see here. I just need to do one more dungeon, so let's just do a level 91 real quick. But yeah. I want to try ASMR in the future. I mean, and I guess I always also got like really afraid because, okay, I admit I'm not blaming anyone else except myself for this, but I think it's because in the past when I did try something I didn't usually do and it didn't do well, like view-wise, I got discouraged and that made me feel bad. And it's like, it's not like I'm telling people that they have to watch every single one of my streams because that's definitely not true. If I do something that it's not really your cup of tea, do not feel obligated that you have to watch it because if it's not your cup of tea, I don't want to force you to watch something that you're not into. Yeah, I think it happened to me before, but I'm like, you need to get over that, okay? Or else you'll never like branch out and do what you want to do and make yourself happy. So, as much as this is advice to me, this is also advice to you. But yeah, so this is also my advice to you. So if like you're someone out here hearing this, if you're a VTuber or streamer yourself and you're just like, I don't know if I want to do this, or if you're just a creative, do it. Okay? Do it. You gotta do it. And if anyone tries to mess with you and be like, you should have never done this because this sucks, let me know. I will defend you. Okay? I got your back. Tell that person to go fuck off and go drain the joy. Like they said, misery loves company, but don't make yourself be in the company of misery. What was I about to go do? Oh, I was about to go make some logs. Oh, it's too late now. I was gonna make some logs, but it's too late now. Oh well.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out.
But yeah, so I'm out here telling you right now, go do it. Go do it. Go do that thing that you've wanted and been trying for a long time now. Hell, it doesn't even have to apply to creatives. If you're some random person out there that was just like, I don't know if I should do this, man, but you know what? Go do it. Go do it and go have fun, okay? You will have fun, I promise you. You will. I promise you. And if you don't have fun, then that's fine. But, like, at least you can say that you did it and you had no regrets. And no one can take that away from you. Because you actually did something that you found fun. And that's always a good thing. I didn't expect this to turn to a pep talk sort of thing. But, hey, why not? This is me telling you to go do that thing that you haven't been trying because you're afraid that you're not going to be good at it or it's not going to go well. I'm telling you, go do it. I believe in you. You can do it. I promise. It'll be fine. This is my pep talk from you, me to you.
The illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Gribbeloffs. The Gribbeloffs are so adorable, though. They look like little catfish. But they're not actually catfish. But they're, like, cute. This is reminding me that I need to like go back into Eureka again, but I really don't want to. I went back into Eureka like last week, and I was reminded why I stopped grinding there for a while. BRB, put in the laughter and manslaughter. Yay! You go do that manslaughter. Okay, don't actually go do manslaughter. Please know that that was entirely a joke, and I am in no shape or way form using my platform to condone manslaughter. Oh well. I was dancing till the end. I was dancing till the end. I was dancing till the end. I was okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm in no way, shape, or form condoning manslaughter. But at the same time, like, you go try that thing out. That's probably not sandbarter. But yeah. Yeah. I guess the reason why I'm also feeling, oh wait, shit, use the short, oh wait, no, there wasn't a shortcut. My dumb ass, I'm just like, oh, there's a shortcut. And I'm like, wait, no. But yeah, I guess the reason why I was also feeling bad about it the other day is because, I've been on TikTok too much. And usually my TikTok is just like cute cats and funny skits. Like, it's not usually fandom stuff, if that makes sense. So like, Asuka said, what do you do if you have to sign something at the hospital when the thing you go in for keeps you from doing so? You can still sign with your left hand. Just like sign to the best of your ability. It'll be really scuffed, but it's still a signature. I mean, but let's be honest, aren't all signatures really scuffed though? Like I've seen some people do their signatures and they don't do anything but do just like a little scribble and then go. And I'm like, that's not a signature, that's a scribble. I mean, signatures are just scribbles anyway, so I don't think anyone's gonna really tell. But yeah. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I guess I was also kind of feeling down-ish because for some odd reason, I'm getting a lot more VTuber stuff on my TikTok, which isn't something I used before because I didn't use TikTok for like my interest as much. Like basically my TikTok is mainly to see like cute animals, honestly, and maybe like funny skits that people do, but I'm starting to get more other stuff like actually anime and like other stuff that I'm into. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And so I started getting them a lot. And like, for some odd reason, so many people, I think it's because VTubers are like catching on as being a big thing. But so many people have also been starting to hate on VTubers. Which as a VTuber, it's kind of sad to see. Because a lot of people will be saying that like, I don't know. It's like people will be either saying that like either the fans of VTubers are pathetic or like the VTubers themselves are pathetic because they're using an avatar. And I'm just like, that's so weird to say because it's like people have been using like avatars as personas on the internet for like a long time now. It's just the term VTuber hasn't been coined until recently. And so I'm just like, I don't know why y'all guys gotta hate on other people for having fun, shoot. Oh, you can just initial things? Okay, yeah, the initialing makes sense. But, like, yeah, signatures are just scribbles, so just scribble, scribble, and they'll know tell the difference. But yeah. And, like, it's also, like, okay, I'm, like, starting to complain a little bit too much, maybe. So, excuse my complaining. Excuse my complaining. But, and maybe other people in the chat can agree with me on some things at this. Can agree with me somewhat on this. I didn't mean to turn your stream into ranting. It's just Sunday, and I'm tired. And maybe some people can agree with me, and maybe you can be like, eh. But, like, it's often so many times I see a lot of people complain that there aren't, like, diverse VTubers, I guess. Or when I mean diverse, I mean some people will say that there's not a lot of, like, VTubers who are a part of, like, marginalized, like, groups or whatever. And I'm just like, that's like so untrue. What are you talking about? They can pay for all my transition. Yeah, right though? But like, it's also weird when people will say stuff like, there's just not a lot of marginalized people as like streamers. Or like, I want to see more VTubers who are like, who look like me. And I'm just like, there are plenty of VTubers that look like you. Like, we're here. We've been here. We just maybe not have a big platform because of the fact that we are marginalized, but like, you can't just be like, oh, there's like no like streamers are part of marginalized groups, because I'm just like, that's crazy. For example, there's a ton of people, including myself, who are black VTubers. There's so many of us, man. Like, so many of us. Trust me. I'm in like a Discord server full of them. Like, we're here. We've been like chilling for quite a while and some time now. Like it's like, I think it's because people will only look at like corporate VTubers, those who are part of an actual company, and they'll think that's all there is. When the reality is that there's plenty of indie people out here, like anything, but there's plenty of indie people out here, and we're doing our stuff, and we're having fun. And if you do want to support those, then support them. But you just can't sit around and just complain about the big ones and be like, there's like nothing that looks like me. And when there is, you just don't want to look. Like, I can't tell you enough that if you want to see more content by marginalized creators, you actually have to go support them. Because they're very small, they're indie. Many of the times they're not going to be the ones getting into companies. And this isn't me like bashing corporate VTubers or anything like that, trust me. But like, I always think it's weird when people will try to make these claims and you're just like, that's not true at all. There's so many of us. We're all sorts of races, okay? Because, not races, races, okay? I've seen black, I've seen Asian, I've seen indigenous, every ethnicity under the sun of VTubers that you can think of. You want queer VTubers? Because we're also here. We're gay, we're trans, we're bi, we're lesbian, we're non-binary, like anything under the sun. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. We've been here. If you don't want to watch us because we're not under some company or whatever, that's easy for you to access, I guess. Like, that's your own thing. But don't say we're not here. We've been here. Whoa, okay. Okay. Rant over. I'm tired of ranting.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
I think my throat is still hurting from karaoke, so I don't think it's happy that I'm ranting right now anyway. Okay, rant over. But, yeah. I don't think my throat's happy. Hydrate. Thanks for the hydrate. I'm only drinking my tea right now. I'm gonna have to go get water after this. Cause, I'm running out of water in my cup right now. I'm gonna have to go after this dungeon. I'm gonna have to go get some. I have to go get some because I'm running low. I need to go refill my water bottle, so. After this dungeon, I'll go do that because obviously I can't leave in the middle of. I don't want to, like, just leave them hanging in the middle of a dungeon. Alright, here we go. But yeah, okay. No more ranting. Or if I am gonna rant, it's gonna be about happy stuff. No more complaining. Besides, if people don't want to go look for cool people, then that's their own prerogative. I'm just happy with the people I do have. So if people don't want to go look, that's their own prerogative. To use those of you who do look, thank you. You're amazing. You're awesome. We love you. One, two, three, four. One thing that I desperately wish that Twitter would, like, get, though, is that I wish voice tweets would become a thing for Android users, because it's crazy to me that it's been on iOS forever, but it hasn't been on Android. And at this point, God only knows if it's ever going to come to Android, because Elon Musk is running Twitter now, and that's already a dumpster fire. So God only knows what's going to happen now. But I would be sincerely upset because I've always wanted to do voice tweets, but you can't do them on Android. You can only do them on iOS. And I think that's absolute balderdash. I'm sorry, I said I won't do any more ranting, but there's one more. That's balderdash. I just want to do a random voice tweet sometimes. That'd be fun. Alright. Oh gosh, I do need water. I think I'm also somewhat annoyed because recently my wisdom teeth have started acting up. So this past weekend has really just been annoying in that factor. Because my wisdom teeth have started acting up again, so it's not fun. It's gotten to the point where I don't notice the pain as much during the day. I just notice it mainly at night when I'm sleeping. So I just have to take like So I've just, so I've been taking like ibuprofen while I sleep because I'm just like, ouch. Because I'm just like, ouch, ouch, my gums. It's like weird because like last year I got like seen for my wisdom teeth and they were just like, yeah, you better take care of it sooner than later. But I was like, okay, and then I had to wait because my A1C was too high, and now it's lower. But I'm like, shit, I really need to go get these out. I'm gonna be all like looped
And
up
when
on
one
like
asked,
whatever
"What is
anesthesia
the
it is,
truth?"
but
There were none left to answer.
it is indeed starting to
Farther
bother
still
me.
existed a star without strife.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Alright. Oh shit, I didn't even notice I was going in front of the tank. Ow! You need to primal rend. What does that mean? Oh, that's a warrior move. Uh, well, back to work tomorrow. Can't wait to go back to work at the credit card company. Credit cards, credit cards. Don't get into debt over credit cards, y'all. That's also another important piece of information you should know. Don't get into debt over credit cards. No good. Especially because that fucks up your credit. But don't get into credit card debt. That's no good. Nobody likes
What
getting
his
into credit
people
card
had
debt.
gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
I have $18,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I say that I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Woohoo. I have I don't have $18,000 in credit card debt, thankfully, but don't get into credit card debt. It's no fun. Credit card that could mess with my disability pay. Oh man. Is it also like that in Canada where you have to like live in absolute poverty pretty much to get any disability help? Because I know up here that like if you are disabled and you get like disability money, they're like you can't have more than like I don't know $2,000 in the bank. They're like you can't get married because if you get married you lose your disability benefits. Like all this other stuff. Like they pretty much say that in order for you to get disability you have to be just like dirt poverty poor.
So they
Absolutely.
created the
And I'm like,
kindest,
that is the
gentle
most dumbest thing ever.
princes.
So I'm curious if it's also like that in Canada because in the US it absolutely sucks. Like it's awful. Another thing to rant about, the awful way that disability works in America. It's absolutely awful. Like, sheesh.
Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
I don't know about the credit card thing. I don't know if they don't allow you to have credit cards up here, but I just know that the requirements up here are absolutely awful. Especially you can't get married especially if you get married you lose your benefits. Like I just always thought that was so awful, man.
Bathed in its golden glow,
It's like, God forbid a disabled person wants to get married and have a family, and they're like, oh, okay, you want to get married? Well, then we just won't give you disability anymore. Your partner will just take care of you utterly and completely. And I'm like, that's not how This works in America, really. Like, have you seen what it takes to live around here? Like, it's gonna completely cut off one person's income. Ugh. But yeah, don't get into credit card debt, or at least try not to. Using credit cards is fine because it can help build your credit. You just gotta be careful not to get into debt. Alright. Oh, I'm feeling really sleepy. I might need to have to go take a nap. Oh, la, la, la. What? Oh. Ah. I have been streaming for almost 2 hours, but I think I might have to call it quits after this dungeon. I'm feeling a little bit like a sleepy sheepy. And I also think my voice is like, we need to rest. My voice is like, please rest. We need to rest. How's your sugars doing? Oh, they're doing absolutely amazing. My A1C is at 5.7, aka back to healthy levels. But that's also why I've been feeling a little bit wonky this week, because they're dialing back my medication. You know, slowly but surely I can come off some medication I'm taking. But just like how you get side effects going on new medication, you get side effects when you dial back your medication, so. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. You make things so hard to get disability. It's ridiculous. And I hear people say, well, it's to make sure that people don't, like, take advantage of it. I'm like, really? If your safeguards you have to take advantage of it is just hurting more people than it is helping protect against, like, people safeguarding against so-called frauds, then it's not really a safeguard. It's just another gate. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. I am a sleepy sheepy. Okay. Oh, no. I'm a sleepy sheepy. So, I think personally, I'm gonna call it quits on this here stream here. But thank you everybody for spending time with me on this nice Sunday. I hope that I was able to make your day just a little tad bit more interesting. Excuse me for all the rants that I was doing. But, ending the stream on a happy note. Ooh, Pinky gets to be the raid leader today. Who are raiding Pinky? Casually Cat. You got it, dude. Dude it. Alright, so before we go off to get to raid Pinky's friend, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope I was able to make your Sunday just a tad bit more interesting, or a tad bit more funny. And so thanks for listening to all my random rants. But as much as I was ranting and raving during the stream, the advice I give you, though, is good advice. And especially good advice going into this week. If there is something that you've been meaning to try and you've been scared to try it, just go for it, okay? I promise you. If you end up not liking it, well, that's okay. But if you're not doing it because of what you think other people will think, or you think you're just not going to be good at it, don't let that stop you. You should actually go for it, because you might end up enjoying it. You never know, right? So yeah, I say go for it, whatever you want to do, and it will be absolutely positively amazing. Because you might actually figure out something that you actually really like. So, yeah. So I'm telling you to go do the thing. I'm telling you that. Alright, so we're gonna go raid Casually Cat. Again, if you can stay for the raid and spread the love, that is always appreciated in cool beans. I will see you guys all next week. I hope you all have a lovely week and a lovely rest of your Sunday. And I will see you all in your dreams. Bye bye.